seriously.
No. Hold on. Wait, why?
What do you mean?
What are you tripping? I was communicating with you, dude. I was communicating with how I felt. I'm not saying that I want this to be done. I'm just telling you what you did wrong and how we can fix this.
Hey guys, welcome back, or if you're new here, welcome. My name is Lumi, and today we're going to be looking at some more red flags on a first date. So this first one really surprised me, really shocked me. I'm pretty sure it's 100% genuine. Like, this is not a scripted skit or anything like that. It feels pretty real. It's kind of sped up, so it's a little hard to tell, but you can kind of tell that she's pretty scared for her life here. The guy, as you can see clearly, very controlling man. Definite red flag. Well, first of all, you should never accept a ride from someone on a first date, okay? Maybe after like the 4th or 5th, like you guys are regularly seeing each other, that's fine, but never make it so that like your only way out is through this person. Now, before we continue, guys, I noticed a lot of you aren't subscribed to my channel yet. If you find yourself returning to my channel, please do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. It would really mean a lot to me. Thank you so much.
Oh my
You were
god!
wearing that for other people to be able to see you because, let's be clear, you're trying to impress only one person. It looked to me like you were trying to impress a whole room with you yelling and carrying on, wearing what you were wearing. Like, you succeeded. I'm sure you got a lot of attention. I just don't like that kind of attention. So just moving forward.
Okay, and that's so okay. No, I actually don't think there is a moving forward. To be so real with you, this attitude that you're giving right now is not the kind of man that I would want to date. So we can just.
Or is it me being truthful?
No, I think there's a way that you can deliver information that isn't the way that you're delivering it, and clearly, like, it didn't work out. So you could have just said, "Hey, I had fun. I don't think it's a match. Like, best of luck. Wish you no ill will."
I had a good time. I just don't think that you were doing things that me in the future would, want to continue to happen. So I'm telling you now, these are the things I want you to fix.
Oh, okay, yeah, so that's where you got me messed up, because there's nothing that I did that I need to fix. I am who I am, and so you can actually just stop the car right now. I can get a ride.
But I'm already driving, so...
Just don't want to spend the next 30 minutes in a car with you after that presentation.
Okay, but I'm also not going to drop you off wearing what you're wearing in the middle of the road for you.
Oh, okay. No, I actually...
You're seriously going to...
No, seriously.
No. Hold on. Wait, why?
What do you mean?
What are you tripping? I was communicating with you, dude. I was communicating with how I felt. I'm not saying that I want this to be done. I'm just telling you what you did wrong and how we can fix this moving on.
So you don't tell women what they do wrong on a first date. It just doesn't work out. And no, stop the car. I'm serious. That was actually...
You're seriously going to leave right now. Wow.
Best of luck. Hope you find that conservative girl you're looking for.
It's crazy. Oh my god. She's about to like open the door and tuck and roll, and I wouldn't blame her. Holy crap, man. Yeah, no, that dude, definite red flag, very scary situation to be in. First, it's like a complete stranger, mind you, on a first date. He didn't like her behavior, but obviously he's like attracted to her, so he's like trying to like control her, who she is, basically. And this is when you get into like that toxic masculinity stuff. This is I think a pretty solid example of toxic masculinity. He's exhibiting like high control or a need to control her, the way she dresses, the way she acts, like pretty much everything. And that's not any of his business. Like, that's who she is. If you don't like it, you can just leave, That's why I don't get when dudes get so like hurt over how women carry themselves or whatever. It's like, dude, just like worry about yourself, like it's not that serious, it's not that deep. Really, he could have this could have been like a text message exchange like 2 days later, but for some reason he felt the need to like assert his dominance over her or something. Like, I don't know. I think a lot of guys today, when it comes to like masculinity and displaying like healthy masculine behaviors, they sometimes get it twisted, I think, with being like super controlling or just like downright disrespectful, when it doesn't need to be like that. I also find it funny. I found it funny how like he was like delivering this message in like a weird, almost like in a weird like business email like speak. I don't know if you guys caught that, but he was like, going forward we can like, it sounds like an email like I would receive at work, like it was very weird. This could have been a really bad situation. I'm glad she just got out, because nowadays, I mean, he was saying like, oh, I'm not going to drop you off looking like that. We live in a time where you can just get an Uber, like you don't have to worry so much about that. It takes like what, 2-3 minutes for an Uber to come get you after you open the app and tell it where you want to go. Like it's pretty quick, pretty fast. I think it was just another desperate attempt for the guy to like regain control of the situation. Yeah, I could immediately tell she was not going to stand for something like that. She's definitely someone who looks pretty headstrong, you know. But wow, just I mean, good for her, honestly. And yeah, again, like if you ever find yourself in a situation like that, just you gotta remove yourself, because if you just like continue to fight it or try to change their mind or whatever, and this goes for both parties. Like he didn't have to do all that, and she, um, well, I mean, she was kind of stuck in the car, so I guess her hands were tied, which made the situation so much worse. But um, yeah, just removing yourself from anything like that is probably like the best way to go, because you never know. And I've said this in the past, like you never know what people are capable of, what they might do to you. Like it's just best to err on the side of caution than it is to, I don't know, prove a point or have pride. Like one thing I would say, like at the end there, she like made that comment. I don't know if that guy like if he took that the wrong way, like he could have come out of the car and like started blasting. Like you you never know. Like some people are crazy, man. Uh, it's really it's a messed up world we live in. It's a cold world. We live in a pretty messed up world. We live in some strange times. So all I'm saying is you got to be careful. You got to tread carefully.
My hottest take of all time is that you should never go to a second location with a man on a first date. I know what's going to happen. Someone's going to comment and they're going to say, I have a boyfriend and we had a 15-hour first date and we fell in love. You are the exception, not the rule. For the most part, your first dates should be like an hour, hour 20, hour 30 tops. There's just no reason for you to give a stranger more than an hour and a half of your night. More importantly, men are lonely. I don't know if you guys have seen that there's a loneliness epidemic with men. So a lot of times they're just looking for someone to talk to, time and attention. Once the date is over, you're out of their head forever. They're not texting you for a second date, but they've gotten a 4-hour free therapy session at 3 different bars with you. So they're feeling amazing. They've not wasted your time. First dates, just a vibe check. Hour and a half tops, cover the basics, have some fun chats, little banter. We get out of there. Even if you guys go get dinner, hour and a half. Dinner doesn't need to be longer than that. When you go on these like 3, 4, 5-hour marathon first dates, you're over investing, it's too early, and it doesn't guarantee that they're gonna text you again. All you have to say is, hey, I have an early morning tomorrow. This has been really fun. I'm looking forward to doing it again. Bye.
I gotta disagree with her on this one. Well, I agree and I disagree. First of all, she said that men are looking for a therapy session, time and attention. No. That's not what they're looking for. I can tell you what they're looking for. It's not that. They're looking to get busy, all right? And she's kind of projecting here because it's usually women who are looking for time and attention, not the other way around. Like, men want to get physical, okay? And that's really all that's on their mind when they're looking to date. Is there attraction? Can they see themselves, like, sleeping with you? Like, that pretty much number one priority on their list. And if any guy is telling you otherwise, they're just lying to themselves and you without even knowing it probably. But I'm just keeping it real, man. You know what? I don't want any hate, but I'm just telling it like it is, okay? And yeah, no, but I do agree with her, like, on the fact that, you know, you shouldn't commit a whole lot of time on a first date. Like, again, I've said it before. It should be something low effort, something that only takes maybe like an hour, maybe 2 hours max. I don't even like dinner dates as a first date. I think the best first date is like a coffee date or ice cream or like going to the park or something. Like that might be too much, but there's something like super like easy to pick up and put down, you know? Something that's it's not super expensive. Like if anyone asks you to go like to a movie or something on a first date, first of all, a movie for a first date is a horrible idea because you're not even like talking to the person, you're just like sitting next to them in silence. Um, and it's just kind of it's like it's not a good first date. You should really be trying to like you know, see what this person's about, see what their personality's like, how they carry themselves, how they talk, how they communicate. Do they treat you badly? Do they say things that rub you the wrong way? Like, it's basically like a time to really see like what this person's about, what their personality is like. And I think like you can have a loneliness epidemic and still have like hookup culture because you're not really it's an empty thing, right? You're not, sleeping with someone is just like it's all physical. There's nothing really like you're not it's a really intimate thing, but you're not really like connecting with the person in a way that like would fulfill you. It would like fulfill your soul, so to speak, You're not like really getting to know them. There's no like real connection on a deeper level with like with like getting to know this person, right? It's very just it's very superficial, and it's like a sport nowadays almost, like on the dating apps. It's just like, oh, you find me attractive, I find you attractive, boom, okay, next. Like that's what it's like, and it's really it's not good. It's not good for your psyche. It's not good for your health. There's a lot of risk involved. Like I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Like if you can help it, just don't even bother. Don't even bother with the dating apps. Just like go find something you enjoy and like fully commit to that, and I guarantee you will find someone who shares your interests. And just I know it's hard for me especially, so like I guess take what I'm saying with a grain of salt, but because I have like social anxiety and stuff. But yeah, going up to people like in person, I've heard like especially if you're both doing something you enjoy, like let's say going to a bookstore, or like going to get coffee somewhere, just spending time there, like, and you both hit it off, then hey man, that's what it's all about. It's like it's not this superficial swipe left, swipe right type deal. It's not this gamification. Like I think the way the dating apps have gamified dating has been horrible for society and like younger generations in general. Anyway, I think I'm going to wrap this one up here. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you got something out of it. If you did, please drop me a like down below. Dislike it if you dislike it. Let me know in the comments what you think. Have you ever had any weird, kind of funny first date experiences? I'd love to hear them in the comments. And as always, if you enjoy this kind of content, please subscribe. It would help me and the channel go a long way. But anyway, guys, I will catch you in the next one. Later.